Hey, my name's Sam, Hands of Stone Stout, and I'm in the ring with Canadian cornerman Callum McGregor. Yeah, you know what? This has definitely got some potential for another exciting fight. You know, Yves Edwards is real, dynamic, exciting, explosive, acrobatic kind of striker, and I can hang with the big boys too. So, you know, um, I think this would definitely be another drag out war. And he's real technical. I'm pretty technical myself, so that usually makes for a cool fight to watch. So. I'm always down for a war. So if it doesn't happen, then it's usually because the other guy doesn't want to, you know, wants to fight a defensive fight. So. Um, for me, and it's not really something I go out thinking about. Like I want the bonus, I want the bonus. I just go out, and that's how I fight. That's how I like to fight. I like to stay in people's faces. I like to put pressure on them through the whole fight. My cardio is always good, so I don't start slowing down as the fight goes on, and that's just it's just the way I fight. So it's not something I really think about and consciously go out and do. Um, and if I do, it's not for the bonus. It's because I like to hear the crowd. I like to hear the crowd get excited. I like to know that I'm putting on a good show. It's something. I'm an athlete, and I can. This is a sport, but it's also an entertainment business, and I think I think that's something that's very important. Is to make sure these fans are happy, because without them, none of us would be doing this. My fight, I'd like to see it finish with a knockout. I haven't got a knockout in the UFC yet. It's driving me crazy. I feel like I'm cursed right now. I came into the UFC with I had, I think, 7 out of my 9 wins were by knockout, and then I hit this slump, and I haven't been able to get a knockout in the UFC. So I'm gonna be looking for it for sure. You know what? It's just something we've developed over the years. I've trained with him since I was 16 years old. Um, it's almost 11 years now, and we've just he's my brother-in-law. I trust him. I trust him more than anybody. So. And I've just got, I don't know, over the years I've just got tuned into his voice. I can hear it through a crowd, so he calls it, I throw it. It's just the way we've always done things. I don't. It's because I like to stand up. I like to stand up and trade. But I work on my wrestling every day. I work on my jiu-jitsu every day, and I have been for the last 7 years. Whole entire time I've been doing mixed martial arts. So, just because I don't show it that often doesn't mean I don't know how to do it. And you know, I just like to stand and bang. Names that I can think of that would be great fights. Cerrone would be a good fight. I'd like to get revenge for my boy Hordesky.
Yeah, I think that's a good matchup. I think he's in trouble with that fight.
Yeah, and there's lots of there's so many good guys right now. It's really any fight in the lightweight division right now is a good one. I wouldn't mind helping to maybe fighting some of these WC guys and some of the newer guys. Kind of give them a welcome to the UFC. That's always fun to do. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, a lot of wrestling, a lot of jiu-jitsu. I feel pretty confident with my striking. And even with my striking, there's still things I work on. I've been working on a lot. The fight with Jeremy Stevens was kind of an eye opener for me. Like, I took a lot of more punishment than I should have, I think. Let him land some heavy punches, and so I've been working a lot of head movement. As opposed not so much or offensive striking as opposed to more defensive stuff. A lot of slipping, a lot of counters, a lot of stuff like that. So, and I think it's been helping my striking feels better now than it ever has. I really wanted to be on it bad. Unfortunately, I tore a tendon in my tricep when I was fighting Paul Taylor. I didn't realize what it was right away. I thought, I have a tendency to kind of try and fight through the pain on a lot of things. I don't like to go to doctors sometimes when I should. And, I'm paying for it this time because I waited a month before I saw the doctor, and they finally, they sent me in for an MRI and told me I had an avulsion in the bone. So I chipped a piece off the bone right where the tendon, the insertion of the tendon is. So It tore off half the connection of the tendon, and you know, it took a while to heal, and it was a lot of rehab, a lot of physio, a lot of you know, luckily I didn't have to get surgery, but a lot of time off, really. No contact training for, you know, 2 months. It was painful for me. You know, I like to be in the gym. I like to be training. You know, watching the guys all training and not being able to get in there with them was you know, a difficult thing for me. But you know, I'm back to 100% now. Stout with MMA Ontario.